Breaking in the last hour, Governor Tony Evers has passed a state budget, but not without making a substantial number of line item vetoes. Plus some bad news if you were hoping to go to concerts on the square tonight. The show has been rescheduled. Good afternoon and welcome to News 3 Now at noon. And breaking this afternoon, Governor Tony Evers signed the nearly $100 billion state budget this morning. This comes just days after the GOP bill landed on his desk and also includes a handful of line item vetoes. Here with the latest is political reporter Will Keneally.
Hey Armand, so what we're looking at has been what the governor would either exclude or include with those line item vetoes from the state budget. And throughout the process, he said that cuts to the UW system over diversity, equity, and inclusion would be poison pills, causing him to veto the whole thing. But he walked back his own comments this morning.
There are those who would have me veto the entire budget, to send the legislature back to the drawing board and ask them to start from scratch. Vetoing this entire budget would mean abandoning priorities and ideas that I've spent 4 years advocating for.
So those DEI cuts are part of what the governor vetoed. Now, Republicans on the budget writing committee had cut $32 million and 188 positions related to DEI across the UW system. Now, the governor can't add back in the funding, so he can't do anything with that $32 million cut, but he did veto the Republican cut of those 188 positions. So right now, allowing those employees to keep their jobs. We also heard from the governor on details about what he wants to do to a major Republican tax cut. Income tax cut. He says that he wants to scrap the income tax cut for the top two brackets, leaving in the tax cut for the lower income earners in the Wisconsin tax bracket system there. We'll have more on that, obviously, later today and online, updating our story on channel3000.com. Reporting from the Capitol, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
Will, thank you. Also breaking, concerts on the square has once again been postponed because of the weather. Organizers say the delay is due to possible rain and thunderstorms throughout the day. That means tonight's concerts will be rescheduled to 7 tomorrow night. This is the third time plans have changed for the concert's 40th season. Last week's show was canceled because of poor air quality. Organizers say it will be rescheduled later this summer. All right, let's head to the Weather Center now, where meteorologist Greg Barnhart has a look at some of that rain we could be seeing.
Yeah, we still have there's a slight, maybe even a slight chance of There we go. We got a slight chance of thunderstorms. So you look at the map, really, it's for south, central, southeast, and there's a slight risk for severe thunderstorms right now, mainly east and south of Madison. Visual satellite shows already those clouds developing. You can see nice cloud streak from about Monroe up to about Juneau area, and then a little bit of development further west. So really, it's a south ahead of the front that we're watching for thunderstorm development. Could be strong or severe. I think the biggest threat is probably wind, and heavy rainfall is also something to keep an eye on. Right now, we're starting to see activity once again pop up, kind of going with the satellite image that we saw there. There's your line pretty much just north of Janesville up to near Watertown, and then we got areas around Madison. They're starting to see some thunderstorms pop up. But once you go west of Madison, not much is developing and not much is really be expected. And that's a closer view of one just north of Belleville, getting close to the belt line, and then north of Janesville going up to Fort Atkinson, that line that's kind of forming right now. Those are the areas to watch this afternoon. Once again, temperatures, you can see ahead of the front, we're almost all the way up to 90 degrees in Janesville. Behind it, 80, and the winds have begun to turn around, so you can kind of see where that front is. Dew points almost 70 near Madison, but you go further north, we're dropping quickly back into the low 60s all the way to La Crosse, so we'll get rid of this muggy air eventually once this passes. Bigger picture shows us drier conditions up to the north, much more refreshing dew points back into the mid-50s. So this afternoon, we'll have those showers and thunderstorms through this evening. Once again, it's going to be mainly Madison and eastward, or Madison and southward. Areas to the west probably won't see much in the way of thunderstorm development, and we'll get back down to the mid-70s. Later on the broadcast, I'll break down what the rest of the week looks like in the weekend, which it'll be much more refreshing tomorrow night for the concert on the squares.
Gotcha. Thank you so much, Greg. And stay up to date on the weather by downloading our First Warn Forecast weather app. That's hourly forecasts, road conditions, and the latest radar, and will alert you about severe weather in your area. You can download it for free in your phone's app store. Just search WISC Weather. And Dodge County officials are still trying to determine what caused a train to derail yesterday afternoon. The incident happened around 1:55 on railroad tracks west of Reeseville. Officials say no hazardous materials spilled out when the 29 cars derailed. Canadian Pacific said the cars were carrying wheat, seed, and bentonite clay. No injuries were reported. Crews remain on scene this afternoon, cleaning up that area. And new at noon, 2 people are lucky to be alive after narrowly escaping a house fire in Beaver Dam. Crews responded to the home on Hillcrest Drive around 1 this morning. They arrived to find fire venting through the roof and spreading to a nearby fence. 2 people were sleeping in the home at the time. They were able to escape before crews arrived. It's unclear what caused that fire. And to the White House now, where a bag of cocaine was found over the weekend. The bag was found in a work area of the West Wing that could have been accessible to many people, including staff, visitors, and even tourists. The president and his family were not home at the time, having left for Camp David on Friday and returning to the White House yesterday. The Secret Service will lead a full review, which will include consulting cameras and even entrance logs to determine who had access to the space altogether. There is a glimmer of hope that a prisoner swap with Russia involving jailed Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich could be in the works. When asked about the possibility yesterday, a Kremlin spokesman replied, quote, "There have been certain contacts on the subject, but we don't want them to be discussed in public." Gershkovich is facing espionage charges, which both he and the Wall Street Journal deny.
Evan is a very talented, experienced reporter. He's accredited to report from Russia, and he was on an assignment doing what he always does. He was gathering information.
Speculation of a swap arose after the U.S. ambassador to Russia visited the 31-year-old journalist Monday. The same day, a Russian diplomat visited a jailed Russian citizen who is behind bars in Ohio on cybercrime charges. Well, there's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Twitter could see some competition from a new app releasing tomorrow. Plus, why Belvita is recalling some of its breakfast sandwich biscuits. The Money Watch Report is next.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon.
McGann Furniture Downtown Baraboo invites you to come in for their huge Summer Sizzler Sale. It's our biggest sale of the year. For a limited time only, take advantage of sizzling hot markdowns throughout the store. All furniture, bedding, flooring, dining room sets, and accessories marked down with the lowest prices of the year. Plus, get free delivery. Hurry in today. The huge store-wide Summer Sizzler Sale at McGann Furniture ends July 22nd. You'll be glad you did. Since 1905, McGann Furniture, Downtown Baraboo.
This is Matt Gunderson. We recently celebrated the life of George. Loved by many, feared by walleye. As part of his fishing-themed celebration, everyone in attendance accepted one of his favorite lures. Allow us to personalize every detail of a life well lived.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you, thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Attention, Wisconsin veterans.
I'm Tony Evers, the governor of Wisconsin. If you are a veteran struggling to pay for rent, utilities, or other life-sustaining services, I want you to know that the Veterans Rental Assistance Program is here to help. The Veterans Rental Assistance Program was created by and for people living in Wisconsin, with benefit approvals being issued to veterans in just days, not months. You have already made a most noble sacrifice. You shouldn't have to continue doing so. We are here to support you. With pride in the way, it's never easy to ask for assistance, but rest assured we are here to help. The VRAP team is standing by to help. So call 833-WISC-VRAP or visit VRAPWI.com. You've always been there for us. We want you to know that we're here for you. On behalf of the state of Wisconsin, thank you.
Some Belvita breakfast sandwich biscuits are being recalled because peanuts may have been inadvertently added to them. There have been 3 unconfirmed reports of allergic reactions to the products. The recalled breakfast sandwiches include dark chocolate creme and cinnamon brown sugar with vanilla creme, with use-by dates up to and including February 25th of next year. Photos uploaded onto Apple's My Photo Stream feature, the free cloud storage system, will be permanently deleted when the service officially shuts down on July 26. To make sure your photos are safe, Apple encourages users to locate the original versions of the photos you want to keep on at least one physical device, such as an iPhone or iPad. And Meta is set to release a rival to Twitter on Thursday. Meta describes the social media app called Threads as Instagram's text-based conversation app. In a screenshot of the service, it appears to let users like, reply, or repost other people's messages similar to Twitter. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Chanel Call.
At the noon hour, the Dow is down 131 points, NASDAQ is down 35, and the S&P 500 is also down 7. And our call for action volunteers are in the building taking your consumer complaints and taking action on your behalf. Volunteers are here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can call for action 608-270-2833 or submit a claim anytime at channel3000.com/call-for-action. And next at noon, Pam has today's ag prices, and Greg is back with the latest forecast. And then today on Live at 4, Consumer Reports says the month of July is full of ways to save big this summer. It's the best buys of the month.
Have you heard? We've outgrown our space. Again! Save up to half off floor samples and special orders at Dwellings Construction Sale. Dwellings, interior design and home furnishings. Still Madison's best kept $150 secret.
Save 11% on everything now at Menards. Get the comfort and support you'd expect from a new mattress with Serta. Find the perfect mattress that fits your size and firmness needs. A Serta mattress in a box is compact and easy to transport, making it perfect for students heading back to school. Just unpack and unroll for an easy and convenient setup. Right now, Serta Gel Memory Foam mattresses are starting at $259.99 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Want a flatter, tighter tummy? Then check out new Ab EX from Sono Bello.
After my pregnancies, my body just never bounced back. I had this stomach overhang that made me self-conscious.
Emotionally, it was really sad. Feeling good up here, but you look down and you don't.
After having my babies, it went a different direction. From here, it went to here, and I just couldn't get rid of that.
Introducing Ab EX from Sono Bello. Remove fat and lose excess skin permanently in just one visit.
I got the tummy tuck results without the tummy tuck downtime.
And I finally got the flat stomach I wanted.
I'm able to get back in my size 8 jeans. I feel sexy, I feel confident.
It feels good to feel good and look good. The mommy belly is gone.
Schedule your free, no obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-888-439-4089 or go to sonobello.com.
Have you heard? We've outgrown our space. Again! Save up to half off floor samples and special orders at Dwellings Construction Sale. Dwellings, interior design and home furnishings. Still Madison's best kept $150 secret.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show, Allison Brie bears it all. It's embracing who you really are. That's why I like being naked. If you like it, we love it.
Catherine Schwarzenegger-Pratt on the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3. He was a beast on the gridiron. Now this former Badger joins NFL legends in the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
It's definitely a pinch me moment.
Joe Thomas tells News 3 Now what he treasures most about his rise to the top. Thursday at 6. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Let's check in now with Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report. How you doing, Pam?
Hey, Armin. Yeah, we're doing good. Markets are back in action, although I'm not necessarily thrilled with the direction they're going. You'll see that in just a moment. I am seeing a little bit of improvement, though, in our weekly crop progress report. That came out on Monday before the 4th of July break. And where rain fell, the corn, the wheat responded. The Wisconsin Ag Statistical Service says across the state of Wisconsin, 44% of our corn is actually in good to excellent shape. That's up 2 percentage points. But again, like I said, it's a hit or miss situation. Wherever the rain fell, that's where the corn improved. If you're like a lot of south central Wisconsin, you're still plenty dry and concerned. The winter wheat is also getting closer and closer to harvest. It increased 10% as far as the quality on the good to excellent wheat. Because, like I said, if it picked up rain, it's doing a little bit better. Soybeans, though, however, are a little bit behind on development and on quality of the crop. Wisconsin Ag Statistical Service says only 8% of our soybeans have bloomed. That's 2 days behind last year, 3 days behind our 5-year average, and 40% of that crop is called good to excellent. That's down 5% compared to a week ago. So we'll keep an eye on what's going on with that rain pattern because we are getting to the critical stage. If you've been driving around for 4th of July, you probably saw some cornfields that you may have questioned whether the plants were even out there. I know I saw some fields that had been cover crop and then farmers planted corn into that sod, and unfortunately that sod sucked up most of the available moisture. A couple quick reminders. We also want to remind you that Farm Technology Days is on the horizon, July 18th through the 20th. That's going to be up in at the Badger Steam and Gas Engine Club grounds. Get your tickets for their tours. You have to do that before you arrive. wifarmtechdays.org. Dairy markets mixed today in Chicago. Barrel cheese was up 2, $1.34 1/4. 40-pound block cheese down 4 at $1.35 1/4. Double A butter down 1/4, $2.46 1/2. And you know how it goes, Armin. Just like everybody that's got a lawn or a garden, Wisconsin farmers are keeping their fingers crossed that storm that's supposedly moving in this afternoon brings measurable rain.
Definitely much needed rain out there. Thanks so much, Pam.
You bet.
And we could be getting some of that rain in the area today. Here's Greg with the complete forecast.
Yeah, where some of the areas are going to get it, especially south central and to southeastern Wisconsin. Unfortunately, southwest Wisconsin not. Just an update with radar. You see that line that I mentioned just east of Monroe, just north of Janesville, then stretching up to just east of Watertown. That's going to be a main focus for showers and thunderstorms in eastward. And then we have a little batch from Madison just to the south into southwest of Monroe County too, and it actually stretches down to Illinois. Anything west of this area probably is not going to see much, maybe a shower or two. You can kind of see that, but really the bulk of the rain is probably going to be Madison eastward. So that's kind of gives you an update. Nothing severe right now. We're going to keep an eye on that, but right now nothing is severe, just some brief heavy rainfall. So after the storms pass today, we have dry conditions through Saturday, and then chances for rain Sunday into next Monday. Once again, those are low chances, not all day rain. Confidence not real high. We're going to see much in the way of that. The good news is once we get rid of the muggy conditions, it's going to be less humid, more comfortable through the weekend. We'll get back to the low 80s where we should be. And even next week, we don't see too much in the way of a heat or muggy condition coming right now. It should stay fairly comfortable. This is the rainfall we're expecting for the next 7 days. A lot of this is probably just for today. So like I said, the bulk of it to the Madison east. Some areas could pick up over an inch, maybe even more with a heavy thunderstorm. Areas to the southwest Wisconsin, maybe a quarter, but that'd be lucky. I think a lot of areas may not see anything. Once again, this also includes Sunday into Monday. There's an opportunity for some more rain, but rainfall amounts would be light too. Once the rainfall is really most of it to the south. So if you look at future tracker this afternoon, here's that line we talked about developing. The thunderstorms potentially for Madison, and then we'll watch areas just to the south. And over this evening, you're going to kind of see that go through. There's another one that approaches this afternoon. So really it is Madison eastward all the way up to just west east of Fond du Lac is the area that's going to be of concern of maybe having some heavy rainfall with any of these thunderstorms. They could be severe, strong. I think winds would be the one thing to watch with this. The backside of the front, you can see the winds beginning to push from the northwest, so actually it'll be drying out. By 6 p.m., I think a lot of it begins to push east, but still Madison would be under the gun. And then as we go through this after 8, I think all of it will start to end. Really, you'll see sky conditions mostly cloudy and cooler. Northwest winds will begin to cool off. So our temperatures as you wake up tomorrow morning are going to be much more comfortable. Low 60s, and at dew point will be much more comfortable back into the 50s. By tomorrow, we're going to see generally nice conditions. Cloud cover off and on in the afternoon, but otherwise upper 70s, low 80s, and the dew points will be back in the 50s, so much more comfortable. The muggy conditions should be gone. No threat of any precipitation with this. generally what we see, conditions will be fairly good. As we look at the bigger picture, you can see there's that activity pushing off to the east. Then you can notice there's kind of two trends here. All the moisture kind of stays to the south with all these waves, as you notice through the weekend. And then there's a front up to the north. That's the one that we're tracking for the weekend. It's not going to be that much because, once again, most of the moisture kind of stays to the south Friday, and then it pushes further south towards Saturday. But once again, the threat of this as we go into the weekend is fairly minimum by Sunday into Monday. So we're tracking that. But once again, I think best chance of rain further south with it. So I think most areas will probably stay dry this weekend with the conditions that should be fairly comfortable. And you can notice that in the 10-day forecast. Temperatures right now looking at just 80 Thursday and Friday. Comfortable, a little bit warmer Sunday. There's that front coming through. There could be some chances of rain Sunday into Monday. Not all day rain. Very low confidence. We're going to see some rain with that. And then we cool off behind that front for later next week. So all in all, the monkey conditions are probably going to be gone. There's no 90s in the forecast. So we could use the rain, but overall the temperatures look pretty good for the 10-day.
There we go. At least a little bit easier without the moisture. So
yes, the concerts on the square will be much more comfortable tomorrow. I think everyone will be more enjoyable with the temperatures. We won't be doing with the humidity, too.
Definitely. Thanks, Greg. Up next, let's see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
We kicked off July, as we do every year, with the red, white, and blue of Independence Day. And if you're thinking there's nothing more all-American than that, then let me remind you that July is also Ice Cream Month, which in my eyes is also as all-American as it gets. So the next time you're at the market, make sure you spend a few extra minutes checking out all the new trends, flavors, and brands of ice cream that our freezer aisle has to offer. And if you think it's hard to decide if you should eat it out of a bowl or would it be better in a cone, just wait until you see all the flavors that are available this year. And for those of you who are looking at what many call better for you options, there's no shortage of them. Everything from plant-based frozen favorites to ones that have less sugar and are dairy-free. And if you want to bring back all those ice cream truck memories from years gone by, then you have to check out all the novelty options. And don't be surprised if you hear the jingle of the ice cream truck bell as you walk down the aisle. And since there's no better time than right now to pick up a few of your favorite flavors and varieties, you better stock up. And with ice cream being so versatile, rather than giving you a recipe to whip up, let me share some of my favorite ways that I like to use it. In the heat of the summer, there's nothing better than a thick frosty shake. And what's a slice of fresh berry pie without a scoop of creamy ice cream on top of it? And for those times when you're on the go, make sure you have plenty of ice cream novelties on hand. With so many ways to enjoy it, I promise you'll be hearing loads of, ooh, it's so good.
Making me mouth water there. Well, coming up, Angie Horkin from the Wisconsin Beef Council shares some steak recipes perfect for grilling season. Stay with us.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Ryder Chips. Just taking a break. That window's a bear.
Don't worry. My cousin's got a guy.
Hey, I'm not sure I can help you with the house gas, but I can help you replace this window fast.
Let the experts at Feldco kickstart your summer with 2-for-1 windows and no interest until 2025. Plus, we'll get it done Feldco fast.
2-for-1 windows won't last long. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
What can Sono Bello do for you? How about a new shape?
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
New confidence.
I can see a huge difference. Look at this.
New you.
I can wear a little black dress. I feel sexy.
With Sono Bello, you can permanently remove stubborn fat in just one visit. Don't wait. The results I've seen achieved are truly outstanding.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation with Sono Bello, America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, and find out how you can get $250 off. Sono Bello uses Tri-Sculpt micro-laser liposuction to remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently for incredible transformations in just one visit.
I have one big regret. I didn't go sooner.
Call 1-888-622-8360 or go to sonobello.com.
Something that is unique about Gingrass Thompson and Walks is our history in obtaining high jury verdicts. We have seasoned veteran trial lawyers, offices throughout the state. We bring it all to bear for our clients each and every day.
Hey everyone, it's Bello Knock from America's Got Talent. I'm excited to be in the Dells this summer with Bello's Circus Extreme Variety Show. It's 2 hours of family fun featuring 5 acts from America's Got Talent, including my daughter Annalise, Puppy Pals, and Toscano Extreme Riders. Plus, there's singing, dancing, comedy, and an opportunity for the kids to join me on stage. Visit us at circusextremevarietyshow.com or call 608-432-SHOW.
Brothers Maine enjoys 4th of July festivities with family, friends, and fabulous kitchen and laundry deals. Our fireworks of savings on GE appliances and free delivery will make you ooh and ah. Feel like family at Brothers Maine.
All right, Angie's joining us now here. Angie, what you got on the grill for us?
I have 2 really fun, tasty steak recipes. Perfect for summer grilling, especially in the rain. So it's a good day. So I kind of have 2 maybe non-traditional grill recipes, grilled steaks. So I'm starting with a flank steak.
Okay.
So traditionally we make flank steak into fajitas, so marinate it and grill it. But today I made it in a Mediterranean recipe, and we're gonna put it on a pita. So I took it and I grilled it. Use your meat thermometer, bring it up to a nice medium rare, 145 degrees. And I made kind of a basil parsley pesto and put that on it. And I actually put it on it like, you can do 6 hours to 24 hours in advance. And there's a little jalapeno in here, extra virgin olive oil, a little salt, pepper, and garlic. So I kind of put that on for flavor. And then I've got a whole wheat pita. And then we're just gonna top the pitas with hummus. And I just got some store-bought hummus. Yeah. And then we'll do the flank steak, but then we're gonna make a really fun cucumber salad. So I've got 1 seedless cucumber with the peel off of 1 lemon. So I grated that, and then tomatoes, some red onion, feta, of course, because it's a Greek salad, fresh oregano, and the juice from that 1 lemon. Oh. Okay, so you stir this up.
Yeah, sure.
And I will put the steak on. So we'll put some, oops.
Stirring is probably the most I should do while cooking, so.
Oh. Too funny. Okay, so we'll give that a spoonful on top of the pita. Sure. And then you can use some more of that seasoning that I used on the steak. I saved like half of it. And you can put a little more of the spicy green seasoning on top. And you've got an awesome Mediterranean beef flank steak pita. So super fun, super fresh, garden vegetables when they're coming ripe. This will be a great recipe for that.
Doesn't it?
So this is, it's a glazed flat iron steak. So I got a flat iron here that I grilled. Flat iron actually is tender, so you don't need to marinate. It's the 2nd most tender cut behind the tenderloin. But I put this kind of spicy glaze on it. So I started with prepared barbecue sauce and then put in some crushed canned pineapple and then a little ancho chili powder, some sweet onion, and a little garlic. And then I grilled pineapple alongside the flat iron too, because grilled pineapple is so good, especially with the steak. And then you can use that same rub or seasoning that you put on the steak, save some, and then drizzle that over the top. And then I got lettuce on here too, and then you can always serve with some pickled red onions. So a lot of different kind of flavors and ingredients, fun stuff to think about using a flat iron, a flank. Beeftips.com is our Wisconsin Beef Council website. I've got these recipes there, plus some other great grilling recipes with more economical steak cuts that you can marinate and still have a great grill out.
Awesome. Thanks, Angie. I can hear the thunder, Greg.
Yeah, unfortunately, we got the thunder radar. We actually got a pretty good thunderstorm right just southwest of actually Madison, but you can see it's kind of that heavy rainfall is the one thing to watch out with this, and that's the one thing we'll keep an eye on. Not severe, but heavy rainfall definitely for this afternoon.
Gotcha. Thanks for joining us. See you at News 3 at 4.